Everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode of Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So I want to share with you guys a video that I've been listening to over and over again for about a week. I just replay it, just many times throughout the day. Been playing at my academy during the warm-ups, stuff like that. Partial part of it, because sometimes it goes a little too hard, so I gotta watch the explicit language there during class, so I gotta change it up a little bit. But throughout my day, I'm listening to all the full video. But anyways, it's a David Goggins video. If you don't know who he is, you should know, or you need to know. You need to hear some of the things that he talks about, and I'm going to share some of these things. The video is called The Morning Battle. Okay, so when I see a video that's titled The Morning Battle, I'm going to click on it because, the morning battle is what it is. It's a battle to get up every day and do the things that that need to get things done, get them done. So it's always tough. So I'm going to click on it. When I did, I'm glad I did, because it's got a lot of really good nuggets in this video that I'm listening to. But the one thing that I wanted to share today was when he says, he said, every man is looking for courage and strength. And he says, well, at least this one is. And it caught my attention because I think that's very true. Or at least for the most part, most people are. They're looking for something or someone to attach themselves with to give them the strength or help them give them the strength that they need to get whatever that they need to get done, whether it's just going through your daily routine or going through, like for me being a jiu-jitsu coach, so, someone looking for me to give them guidance to help them, compete and win and all this other stuff, or whatever the case may be. I think for the most part, we are looking for something or someone to feed off of, to give us strength to get things done. And I'm in agreement with that, because I do that. Like, that's what I do every morning, to get up out of bed and right away turn around, fix my bed, and then, go wash up, brush my teeth, and I start playing these videos. I start feeding my mind with these things, because what am I looking for? I'm looking for some strength. I'm looking for something to feed me and feed my mind in the morning to get my day started every single day. So once I wash up, I make my coffee. It's my second cup, and then I'll make my aminos and mix all my little hydration. It's like 1.5 liters of water. Drink about half of that, and then I'll take my dogs for a walk. And it's just listening to this stuff. And when he said it like that, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm also looking for strength. I'm looking for different mindsets, different attitudes, and different ways to just handle my day or handle bad situations or whatever it is that I'm going through. I'm listening to Jocko. I'm listening to David Goggins, Ed Milet, Andy Frisella. The list goes on. I've shared quite a few of these guys in these episodes that I'm sharing with you guys over the years. And Eric Thomas, of course, Les Brown. I'm looking for these words of encouragement to help push me past the, I don't want to do it feeling, or I don't feel like it today feeling, or, whatever the feeling is. I'm looking for something that's, there's another video I want to share with you guys, but I'll do it maybe tomorrow or the next day. But it's a Navy SEAL talking, and I want to say it's called One Day at a Time or something like that. Man, it's fire. And I was playing it during the warm-ups in class yesterday. It's really, really good stuff. That's the strength. I'm like, that's what I need. I need that to help push me through a good workout or a good training session or a good whatever, or just put me in a good mood. Just put me in a better place mentally to handle my day better. So in this video, he's talking about, most people, don't prepare themselves like for life. You know, they don't really kind of prepare their mind for like bad things to happen. You know, and what he's talking about in this video is kind of like, he tries to account for a lot of bad things, you know, someone passing away, or, you know, just a lot of things that might happen. So when they do happen, he's not really shocked or surprised by it. It's just, he's kind of ready for it, you know. And he's talking about in this video, when he was a kid, he would kind of look up to like Rocky and Rambo, you know, movies, for like father figures kind of things. Because his father, if you read his book, which I've read his book, or you can go to YouTube and I think there's like an audio you can listen to. It's pretty wild, like what his dad put him through, what he put his family through and stuff like that. So he said, you know, of course he beat him as a kid. So he said he said I was a weak kid. You know, my dad just basically beat a lot of things out of me. So I was a very weak-minded individual. And he's talking about this guy. He's a pararescueman. This guy's name's Scott Guerin. And he came across this guy, and his story, his real life story, amazed him. Like it captured him. And so what he did was he looked this guy up in the military and called all these bases looking for him and asking for him. And he had a hard time finding him. But when he did, he asked this guy, like, hey, you know, can I stay with you for a week? And this guy don't even know him from, you know, he just don't know him. And here this guy's asking to come and live with him. And he wanted to just basically just get more in depth of like how this guy lives, thinks, eats, drinks, sleeps, whatever, because he wanted to try to pull that from him and put that inside of him, you know, as far as David Goggins goes. And so, you know, he said, to me, in my eyes, this was a real life Rambo. This is a real life, the guy that's like really he's actually doing the thing. He's walking the walk, talking the talk. He did the thing. And I want to be like this guy. And I feel like, for the most part, a lot of people, at least that I come in contact with, whether it's students or just people that I talk to, you know, they don't really have someone or something to pull that strength from. Because when times get tough and times get hard, they break. You know, they get weak, they fold, they make major mistakes that put them further in a hole. You know, I know a couple of people here recently in this past week where they just kind of let their emotions get the best of them. Things are tough. 2 different situations, 2 different people just happen to happen kind of in the same week. And some pretty bad things happen because why? They allowed, alcohol played a lot of part in it, but alcohol plus your emotions. You don't have control over your emotions and you're drinking alcohol. That is a recipe for disaster. And that's basically what happened to 2 different individuals that I know within the same week, where their emotions got the best of them and alcohol got the best of them. And they just made some really poor decisions, and they're kind of paying for that now. And they're going to continue paying for it for some time to come until they dig themselves out of the hole that they put themselves in. But if they were to have a better source to look to for strength, or maybe try a little harder to kind of latch onto something to help build their strength, their emotional strength, they would definitely be better off. But most people don't want to listen to this stuff. They don't want to take the time to read certain things or listen to certain things, but they'll spend all day on their phone scrolling through TikTok and laughing at stupid stuff, which, you know, people share things. My brother shares things with me all the time. I like funny stuff. I'm a comedian. Like I like to laugh. So, but there's a time and a place for that. You know, I'm not going to spend my entire day, you know, wasting hours at a time looking at stuff like that. But if it's funny, I'm gonna watch it and I'll laugh, but then it's time to keep it moving, right? So there's people out there that just they're just not getting this strength like they should, like David Goggins says. They need to look for strength from either someone or something and latch on to that person or that thing every single day to help get them through whatever it is that they got to get through, you know, because there's just too many people that go through this roller coaster, these peaks and valleys of life, and they're on this ride, and it's not really a good ride. It's not a good ride. It's not a fun ride where you put your hands up in the air and, you know, you're enjoying this exciting ride. It's a very rough, hard, depressing ride to where, like, if you don't get control over it, man, you're just going backwards really, really fast, and it's not good. And so I feel like this stuff helps. And if that's you out there where you're kind of struggling with some things, latch onto something, you know, like he says, you know, every man, to me, when he says man, I'm just thinking man or woman. Every person should be looking for strength, because life is hard. Like, life is very tough. Bad things happen. People pass away, whatever. And your emotions will get the best of you and take over. And if you don't have control over those things, and you don't have something to look to, or someone to look to, or get guidance from and latch onto for strength or courage to get through something, you will continue to go down a very dark, depressing, disastrous path. And it's not good. You know, I honestly feel like, you know, I keep hearing these things where, like, we're here to do good things. We're here to experience life and experience people and just do good things. But you can't do those good things and experience good people when you're around the wrong people, doing the wrong things, allowing your mind to get the best of you, or other people to get the best of you. And you're putting yourself in situations that aren't going to allow you to live a very fruitful, plentiful life. So for me, this stuff is what I do on a daily basis. I latch on to people's words, Jocko's words, David Goggins' words, again, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, the list goes on. It could be, for me, it could be like a rap song that, you know, I've been listening to, you know, for decades or whatever. There's certain lyrics in a song that will bring things back to me, like, yeah, that's the mindset I gotta have, is let's go get after it. Let's go do this thing and make it happen. Whatever it is, it needs to be found, and you need to hold on to it and continue to read it, listen to it, post it somewhere, and have it as a constant reminder to give you the strength and the courage to get through whatever it is that you're going through. Because you're going to go through something. If you're not going through it already, you're going to go through something pretty soon. And when that time comes, you need something to kind of pull you up and keep you on a straight and narrow path, versus veering off and crashing like, you know, some people just did this past week. So it's very tough to watch certain people that you care about and love, you know, just go down the wrong path and self-destruct. You know, it's very, very hard to watch people do that. You know, but you can't save everyone. I can give advice, I can give tips, I can try, but at the end of the day, it's that person that wants, that has to want the help, need the help, like, and go get the help and make the changes, because you can't change anyone. You know, you can't make anyone change. It's up to them. And some people really have to hit rock bottom, unfortunately, in order for things to change. These episodes, or the things that I share on the mat with my students, are trying to prevent people from going to rock bottom. Like, why do we need to go to rock bottom? Like, let's stop it where it's at and, like, go back up in a positive direction. But it is what it is. And so I feel like when I hear things like this, where, like, you know, whether it's a movie, it could be corny, like a Rocky Rambo movie, like whatever it is, latch onto it, feed off of it. I know when I watch a Rocky movie or a Rambo movie, like, you're ready to go work out, you know, hit a bag, go do some push-ups, burpees, do something. You know, I listen to Jocko and he's talking about burpees and kettlebells and whatever, you know, and David Goggins is running. I want to go run. Like, it changes my mindset. Maybe I didn't feel like it until I was listening to this stuff. But once I listened to it, that weakness goes away, and it gives me the strength to be like, man, let's go get after it and let's make it happen. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. I really feel like if you're not looking for strength in places or people, you need to look for it, because it's out there. It's waiting for you to latch onto it. You know, don't use anyone, of course, but you want to use certain things or certain people in a way that's a positive way. And then when it's time for you, you need to put your own stuff out there, like what I'm doing, to kind of give people the strength that they need to move forward and get out of the position that they're in, because, you know, you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be there. So when he says every man is looking for courage and strength, or at least this one is, that includes me, myself. And so I feel like everyone should be looking for that as well. Wherever you get it from, get the strength and the courage to, you know, do something good, do something positive, and, you know, live a better life than what you're living already if you're not doing too well. And if you're doing great, you know, their advice is always to just pay it forward and share it with someone else, and then it'll continue to do that. All right. So got to head up to the academy, teach some classes. Time to get after it. You guys have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.